Transmission. Something's happening, General.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Warframe Digest number 19. Today we'll be covering Devstream number 37 and all of its relevant topics. Quick side note, I have some important things coming up, some important brand new details, and I'll make a channel update for those interested, and for those not so interested, well, it was worth a shot. Anyway, let us begin. In all honesty, this Devstream had some pretty interesting little things to show off. And by pretty interesting little things, it was the concept art team. Well, two people of the concept art team, and they showed us how pretty much they do it. And they showed us live concept art and live drawings and illustrations of what they believe the Queen's throne room would look like. The Queens have not been designed or modeled. The concept team does not have any idea what is going on in that department, but they decided, hey, let's fiddle around with the idea, and here are some designs and some quick drafts. And they show us the whole entire process. You can see in the background right now, a little accelerated, mainly because of the size of this thing. And it looks really pretty. They go through so many designs, and some of them are just very awe-inspiring, and it was very amusing to watch. Aside from that, we also have some of the original concept art for the Lex Prime. The original Lex Prime concept art were 4 different concepts, and apparently Minky put all 4 of them together in the final design, which is really, really interesting, personally, at least. They also showed us some concept art of an upcoming sea monster. We don't know if this is going to be an environmental hazard or just a skybox creature. Most likely because of its size and the way that they were speaking about it, it's going to be a skybox creature in the upcoming water tile set. And that looks rather interesting and massive nonetheless. They also showed us some other concept art for the brand new bow. Not sure if this will actually make it into the game or not, but it looks like a pretty bow, and some of the mechanisms that they were talking about was rather interesting nonetheless. They also talked about upcoming Immortal skins, mainly for Trinity, being in the works. Trinity is such a difficult Warframe to design an Immortal skin because of her intricate details and that lobster tail. So that's in the back room, back and forth between the design team and all that. And yeah, Immortal skins, more to come. No idea when, mainly when they fix that lobster tail. But more Immortal skins nonetheless. They also talked about some of the Tenno powers. How are they designed, how do they come into fruition, and they grabbed a community concept idea for an Earth frame, and for a Cat frame, but mainly for an Earth frame, and they showed us the whole entire process of how those powers designed, how do they pretty much come into fruition, and all the relative words and things. They also showed off some of the prop details that will be coming up in the water tile set. The most important key detail was the cloning vats. The cloning vats is to give us some new light on how the Grineer clone. And in all honesty, this cloning vat is rather scary. Put 1 Grineer here and sacrifice him, and you get 2 more Grineer. So, kill 1, make 2. Rather odd concept, but it's cloning nonetheless. And also, they went through several different iterations, and again, he talked us through the whole entire concept stage, the whole entire processing, and idea stage for all these cloning vats, and how each one changed drastically to fit a certain design or something like that. And again, if you want to be an artist or something like that, this is something very interesting, worth the watch, and very educational. Along the cloning vats, they were also talking about Tao Rager and his room boss concept. A lot of back and forth with Tal Rager and his arrogance, his statuesque complexity, statuesque, statue in the back, get it? Yes. And how pretty much they're designing rooms around the character and their ideals. And there wasn't really much to be said here. It was just concept art, how they make it into concept art, and how does concept art happen. So, not real much to say here. I've dragged it out long enough. Worth a good watch, and that's pretty much all there was to it. So, thanks for sticking around. Comment, like, subscribe, all the good stuff in the bottom. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next time.